Welcome to Cindy's Hot Shots.
HQL class.
Yes.
I'm Chris.
And I'm your friendly assistant, Wes.
And we're here to talk about some accessories and things that you might not think about when you're purchasing your first firearm. We understand that purchasing your first gun can be relatively intimidating.
Yes.
You walk into a shop, there's guns all over the place, there's bangs from the range, right? So we want to try and make that as smooth as possible for you.
Yes.
Right?
That's something that we want.
So jumping right into it, we've got a handful of accessories, and Wes and I are going to run through them for you. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So starting off, we have red dots and flashlights. These are great accessories that a lot of people don't think about, or maybe you have thought about it. Red dots can help you be more accurate on the range, can help your shooting. Flashlights, this is gret for positive identification.
Yes.
Or add a little bit of weight on the front of your gun.
Yeah.
Right? These are great options. So we've got Streamlight and Holosun. This is one of our top sellers.
Yeah. Definitely a premier brand.
Oh, no.
Nice.
We've also got carry ammo, right? There is a difference in ammunition. You've got FMJs, which is your full metal jacket, and we've got jacket and hollow points. You definitely want to use hollow points for self-defense, and you want to leave those FMJs for the range, right, for practice.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't want to be shooting through the drywall now.
Our recommendation is going to be Federal HST. Moving along, right, just running through them. We've got cleaning kits. This is Real Avid's Gun Boss cleaning kit. These are relatively inexpensive. This is kind of an all-in-one. Only thing you need to purchase afterwards is some oil. It's the only thing it doesn't come with. We've got patches, brushes, a bore snake, which is a great thing to have, picks and stuff like that to help you get your firearm clean. Remember that you do need to maintain your firearm, right? Especially if you want to use that for home defense and at the range, that gun needs to work.
Yeah.
We've also got Breakthroughs cleaning kit. This is kind of more basic, but does come with the solutions. You've got oil, we've got a solvent, and then we've got some grease in here as well. Comes with a brush and a rag. This is more of a basic kit, I would say, less extensive than the Real Avid, and relatively inexpensive, but this is a great option.
I would say that was some really good stuff. I mean, those are things I would normally consider if it was my first time. And
there's a lot of added costs that people don't think about when they're purchasing their first gun. So moving right along, and then maybe this is down the road for you guys, but we also have holsters and belts, right? And you definitely, if you want to get that wear and carry, you do need to sign up for a class, and we welcome you to take it with Cindy's Hot Shots.
We would love for you to take Cindy's Hot Shots.
We can help you find out what holsters for you. We do sell T-Rex arms. It's a fantastic holster. Comes with a sidecar.
What is a sidecar?
Sidecar is a magazine carrier, so that it clips onto the holster itself, so that you can carry a gun and a spare mag all in the same setup. It's very convenient.
Yes.
The other thing to think about is a gun belt. Your typical dress belt, or the one that you wear for Easter, is not the one that you want to use to carry your gun.
It's not going to work.
We want something that is rigid and can carry the weight of a firearm. We here sell Core Essentials. These are fantastic belts, and they're around $65 for the whole setup, so not bad. They come in a variety of buckles, a variety of colors and textures. You've got leather, webbed, and then I think there's like 20-something different buckles, so they're fantastic.
All right, let me in here. Okay, cool. So we talked about a lot of the good accessories that you could potentially purchase that are out there and things that you might not have considered. Another thing that is often missed, and I would say something that's equally essential and important.
Absolutely.
Having a gun safe. You definitely want to make sure that we have a space where we can store that gun securely. We don't want access to the gun when we have it sitting around or anything like that.
Sock drawer's not the one.
No, don't want to use behind the refrigerator.
Under the mattress.
That's not good.
In my freezer.
No, I don't want to put it in my tub.
No.
It shouldn't be in the ice box. Anyway, LifePod, Voltec, very good option. It is TSA compliant as well. It does come with a stainless steel cable. Beauty about that is you can cinch this down to one type of hard point that you have.
Yeah, you like the trunk of your car, something like that.
Yeah, because guess what? In Maryland with HQL, the gun and the actual ammunition have to be separate. So, good place to put your gun, ammunition in its own separate compartment. Something like a bag of sorts to save your specialist. Very good. Has a lot of different options for not only your magazines, potentially you can put your ear pro in there, or maybe even your gloves if that's something that you're into. Just being able to kind of protect the hands. Again, shooting guns, rough, hard surface, I get it. Want to protect the hands. These are really, 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 really good.
Yeah, the second skins from Strong Suit are really good.
Yeah, very good options.
Really good gloves. Very comfortable.
I would say, I mean, it's just one of those things that you need to add into your overall kind of like toolkit, right? We all need our tools for the just in case. Keeping our hands clean, lead wipes, I would say equally important.
Equally important. Yeah, these are inexpensive.
Yeah, I mean, a $15, $20 option that you can get depending on the size, but ultimately it's going to prevent from you putting your hands in your mouth, touching your face, those heavy metals, getting unnecessary lead exposure. I mean, who wants to get lead poison? I don't.
Right. Anytime you handle ammunition, you're exposed to lead. So this is a good option to get those hands clean afterwards.
Protect your eyes. I can't stress this enough. Not only is it a requirement if you come here and shoot at the range, which is something that we really, really want want you to do, but it's something that in general that, hey, you need to have these, something easy that you can kind of put in your bag, very inexpensive. I would say no more than $10, but definitely you can get, a really good option. If you're into being stylish, these are a little smoked. So you can have like some little tint action going on. They also have them in other colors as well.
Yeah, you find like yellow, amber, clear, the tinted ones, stuff like that. Yeah, they're great.
Last but not least, I think this is equally important. This is something I personally have in my possession. I know you use this quite a bit as well. This right here is going to be your individual first aid kit. I mean, I can't stress this enough. Not only will you be able to put like your Band-Aids, your tourniquet, maybe some trauma shears, some wound dressing. I mean, this thing can hold quite a bit. Something that, hey, accidents do happen, and you never know if you might be the person that needs to kind of render aid to someone who made up.
Or yourself.
Or yourself, right?
Or yourself, yeah.
And this doesn't just have to mean, handgun or firearm-related incidents. It could be, hey, your kid fell off their bike and you just happen to have this readily available in your car. Or, you snipped your finger some kind of way cutting out the Krispy Kreme donut. That was a personal thing. I like cutting those. Anyway, IFAC, something that you definitely want to have, something that we have here as well. And by all means, we would love to partner with you on this to kind of show you kind of how you need to load this up. Is that fair?
Yeah, okay, absolutely.
Cool. So we talked about a whole lot today, accessories being the biggest thing. So one of the big questions are going to be like, hey, how can I use my gun on a consistent basis safely, especially indoors? I would say we have a range here.
So we have a range in Severn and a range in Glenbury.
Absolutely.
The one thing we want to tell you about is our memberships. So we have a range membership here. So being proficient with your firearms is important, and that's going to take practice, right? That's going to take you actually firing the gun.
Yeah.
We offer a range membership. We have an annual fee.
Yeah.
It includes your range time for the whole year. You get 10% off of everything in the store. So all these accessories that we talked about today are 10% off with the membership. Everything but firearms.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You also do get cheaper transfer fees. From $50. Not bad.
Yeah, that actually is a big cost savings. We have a lot of the guns and a lot of the different accessories and tools and things like that always in stock here at both locations. But if by chance you do need to make a transfer, that is an option as being a member. But not to mention, yes, we do have an annual membership. We do have a monthly membership as well.
We do, yeah.
And that monthly membership can definitely help, lessen that initial, cost blow maybe that you might be facing. So I would say either way, to be proficient with your firearm, you kind of like need the membership. And not to mention, you get to see us and we get to interact with you and we get to hang out and have fun and we talk about a lot of the cool things. And definitely when it comes down to being able to assist you with your firearm purchase, maybe helping install some of these optics that you may get or one of the weapon lights that we have here, by all means, this is a service that we provide. And it's just courtesy to you. Honestly, we want to have you in the Cindy's family and, we want you to be comfortable here because this is your new home.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, we want to thank you guys for choosing Cindy's Hot Shots for your training needs. And we'll see you guys at the range.
See you soon.